The story of Atlantis has captivated humankind for centuries. It is a tale of a utopian society, technologically advanced and culturally rich. Yet Atlantis is also a story of destruction, swallowed by the sea in a single day and night. The mystery surrounding Atlantis continues to intrigue us. Was it a real place or simply a myth? The legend of Atlantis sparks our imagination. It makes us wonder about the possibility of advanced civilizations lost to time. The story raises questions about our own civilization and the lessons we can learn from the past. Atlantis remains a source of endless fascination and debate. The story of Atlantis first appears in the writings of the Greek philosopher Plato. In his dialogues, and written around 360 BC, Plato describes this magnificent island nation. He presents Atlantis as a powerful and advanced civilization. According to Plato, the story of Atlantis was passed down through his family. It originated with Solon, a respected Athenian lawmaker. Solon had heard the tale from Egyptian priests during his travels. The priests claimed that Atlantis existed thousands of years earlier. They described its eventual destruction, which they attributed to divine punishment. Plato used the story of Atlantis to illustrate philosophical points about morality and governance. He contrasted the ideal society of Atlantis with the realities of his own time. The tale served as a warning against the dangers of hubris and the pursuit of power. Plato's Atlantis was a marvel of engineering and urban planning. He described a city laid out in concentric rings. Canals connected these rings, allowing for easy navigation and trade. The central island, where the palace stood, was a testament to architectural brilliance. The Atlanteans were a seafaring people. Their navy was unrivaled, allowing them to control a vast empire. They possessed advanced knowledge of navigation, shipbuilding, and warfare. Their ships were said to be swift and powerful, capable of traversing great distances. Atlantis was blessed with natural resources. Abundant minerals fueled their industries, while fertile lands provided ample food. The climate was temperate and pleasant, contributing to the prosperity of the civilization. The Atlanteans were masters of technology. They possessed skills and knowledge far exceeding those of their contemporaries. Their metalwork was renowned, and they were said to have harnessed the power of crystals. Atlantean society was highly structured and organized. Their government was a sophisticated hierarchy with a philosopher king at its head. Justice and wisdom were highly valued, and the citizens lived in harmony with each other and nature. Education was paramount in Atlantis. Citizens were encouraged to pursue knowledge and self-improvement. The arts and sciences flourished, and cultural exchange was encouraged. Section 5. The fall from grace, greed, corruption, and divine wrath. Despite their advanced civilization, the Atlanteans were not immune to corruption. Over time, greed and ambition took root in their hearts. They became obsessed with power and conquest, neglecting their moral principles. As the Atlanteans became more powerful, they grew arrogant and ruthless. They waged war on neighboring nations, seeking to expand their empire. They exploited the resources of conquered lands, enslaving their inhabitants. This moral decline did not go unnoticed. The gods, angered by the Atlanteans' hubris and transgressions, decided to punish them. Earthquakes and floods ravaged the land, culminating in the catastrophic event that sent Atlantis sinking beneath the waves. Section 6. Atlantis as allegory, a warning from the past. Many scholars believe that Plato's Atlantis was not meant to be taken literally. Instead, they see it as an allegory, a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked ambition and the cyclical nature of civilizations. The story of Atlantis serves as a reminder that even the most advanced societies are not invincible. Greed, corruption, and the abuse of power can lead to their downfall. Plato's tale encourages us to strive for balance, humility, and respect for natural laws. The cyclical nature of civilizations is a recurring theme in mythology and history. Empires rise and fall, often succumbing to the same vices. The story of Atlantis serves as a potent reminder of this pattern, urging us to learn from the mistakes of the past. Section 7. Fact or fiction, the enduring debate. The question of whether Atlantis was a real place or a fictional creation has fueled debate for centuries. While some believe that Plato's account is based on historical events, others dismiss it as a purely allegorical tale. Proponents of the historical Atlantis point to geological evidence of catastrophic events that could have submerged an island. They also cite similarities between Plato's description of Atlantis and ancient cultures that existed in the Mediterranean region. Skeptics argue that there is no archaeological evidence to support the existence of Atlantis. They point out that Plato's account is filled with fantastical elements and inconsistencies. They believe that the story is a philosophical thought experiment rather than a historical record. Section 8, Echoes of Atlantis, Comparisons with Real Civilizations. The legend of Atlantis has led to numerous comparisons with real ancient civilizations. Some scholars believe that Plato may have been inspired by events like the Minoan eruption of Thera or the destruction of Helike. The Minoan civilization, which flourished on the island of Crete, shares some similarities with Plato's Atlantis. The Minoans were skilled seafarers and builders, and their culture was known for its art, technology, and sophistication. However, the Minoan civilization was destroyed by a volcanic eruption, not a flood. The city of Helike, located in ancient Greece, was destroyed by an earthquake and tsunami. This event, which occurred in 373 BC, could have served as inspiration for Plato's account of Atlantis. However, Helike was a relatively small city, unlike the vast empire described by Plato. Section 9. The Quest for Atlantis. Expeditions and speculations. The search for Atlantis has captivated explorers, archaeologists, and amateur enthusiasts for centuries. Numerous expeditions have been launched to locate the lost city, with many focusing on the Mediterranean region and the Atlantic Ocean. Some researchers believe that Atlantis may lie submerged beneath the Atlantic Ocean. They point to geological formations like the Mid-Atlantic Ridge as possible locations. Others have searched for evidence of Atlantis in the Mediterranean Sea, focusing on areas like the Strait of Gibraltar and the Aegean Sea. Despite numerous attempts, no conclusive evidence of Atlantis has ever been found. While some researchers remain optimistic that the lost city will one day be discovered, others believe that the search is futile, arguing that Atlantis is a myth, not a historical reality. Section 10. Atlantis in popular culture, from literature to film. The legend of Atlantis has had a profound impact on popular culture, inspiring countless books, movies, television shows, and video games. From classic literature to modern blockbusters, Atlantis continues to capture our imaginations. In literature, Atlantis has been featured in works by authors ranging from H.P. Lovecraft to Jules Verne. These stories often depict Atlantis as a technologically advanced civilization with mystical elements. The legend of Atlantis has also been a popular subject for filmmakers. Movies like and present visually stunning interpretations of the lost city and its inhabitants. The enduring appeal of Atlantis in popular culture speaks to the power of the myth. It allows us to explore themes of lost civilizations, advanced technology, and the potential for both greatness and destruction. Section 11. The Enduring Legacy. Lessons from a Lost City. The legend of Atlantis continues to fascinate and inspire us today. Whether a real place or a fictional creation, Atlantis serves as a potent reminder of the cyclical nature of civilizations and the importance of moral responsibility. The story of Atlantis teaches us that even the most advanced societies are not immune to corruption and decline. The pursuit of power, greed, and the abuse of natural resources can have dire consequences. Despite its tragic fate, Atlantis also represents a beacon of hope and inspiration. It reminds us of the human capacity for innovation, creativity, and cooperation. The legend encourages us to strive for a better future, learning from the mistakes of the past and building a more just and sustainable world.